Today's episode is about a brand new Gacha game that managed to trip over its own AI usage before it even left the friggin' tutorial. Players found AI-generated billboards, TV clips, background art, and the studio's defense is basically, oh, don't worry, it's just the atmosphere, bro. But yeah, let's get into it. Shoutouts to Gosu Gamers for the article. Neverness to Everness accused of using generative AI for weathering with you like artwork. Yes, I know that's a weird name, Neverness to Everness, but we're just gonna call it NTE for short, just like this article is. And furthermore, weathering with you, it's amazing that they thought they would get away with trying to copy art, trying to use generative AI that rips off art from weathering with you. That studio that worked on that anime movie, they're pretty goddamn popular. So the fact that they ripped that off using Gen AI of all things is pretty goddamn shameless. Maybe drop a like and subscribe if you're tired of studios quietly stuffing AI into every corner of your video games and hoping you won't notice all these dislocated arms and blended faces and crap, you know what I'm saying? Here on this channel, we cover stuff like this every day, so if you are interested in keeping track of stuff like this, then, well, just subscribe and you'll be in the loop. Now, let's read this article. The just-launched Supernatural Gacha, NTE, is currently under fire over suspected AI-generated content, prompting many dissatisfied users to dismiss the game just days after its April 29th launch. Clips from NTE have circulated online as players have spotted what appears to be blatant AI-generated content, seemingly prevalent in atmospheric environments such as wall art and miscellaneous background details. Complaints have also poured in regarding NTE's bland starting character lineup, which lacks unique characteristics and features designs reminiscent of other gacha characters, further fueling suspicions of AI usage and character design. This is reminding me of the Crimson Desert situation from a couple of weeks back, maybe a month by now, I don't remember. In Crimson Desert's circumstances, the paintings were rather small and relatively easy to not notice. These giant-ass billboards featuring AI-generated images are just shameless. And as you can see here, posts on Twitter pointing out the fact that these are blatant ripoffs that aren't even trying, like they're not even trying to hide it. It's so gross. As mentioned earlier, the starting character lineup has also been torched by the Gacha community, who have described the character designs as basic and overly similar to those in other games. Take Skia, for example, who draws resemblances to Lycon from who looks like apparently one character looks like Von Lycon from Zenless, while Jiu Yuan has drawn comparisons to Herta from Honkai Star Rail. One of the top comments on a Reddit thread agrees with the Gen AI speculation, pointing back to NTE's closed beta period when players allegedly uncovered data-mined AI-generated character images. They're undeniably using AI to generate their character concepts, then fixing the issues manually later, one of the users stated. And yeah, that does sound like a pretty good theory, because that is what these game studios are doing now, since they don't see anything wrong with using AI for concept artwork. And it's like, no, using AI for your general foundation for anything is just... It's like expecting to grow a healthy, fresh apple tree with an old, spoiled seed or something like that. Like, if your foundation is messed up, then the entirety of the rest of your building is going to be messed up too. You know what I mean? You get the metaphor here? With accusations that NTE features widespread AI-generated content, many have referred back to Hotta Studios' previous statements on the matter. In an interview prior to launch, executive director and producer Yang Lei admitted that the game does use AI, mainly for atmospheric renderings, quote-unquote, and trial and error, also quote-unquote, and stated that the company would never use AI for the game's core assets and character portraits, which sounds like a super specific thing he said on purpose just to just as a cheap little cop out in case they get under even more fire. It appears that, like many other companies, Hotta Studio plans to use generative AI for placeholder materials and gradually replace them with human-made assets over time, something Hotta has previously done in its troubled Tower of Fantasy in 2024. I imagine it didn't go well back there, and as you can see, it's not going well over here. But yes, it remains to be seen how Hotta will respond amid the newly surfaced backlash. But yeah, if they do respond, you'll know where to be. I'll have an update video on it as soon as possible. But yeah, man, this just goes to show you can't be using AI for anything when creating a video game at all. Because this is what happens when you do. When your foundation is screwed up, everything else in your creation is going to be screwed up too. And AI is the epitome of being screwed up, using stolen content and thinking you can create your own original work with it. It's just not something you can do. But yes, those are my thoughts. What are y'all's? Whatever it is, be sure to let me know in the comment section. That's gonna wrap up this video, boys. This is Jack Talks Back, signing out. You guys have a good one.